How's it going, guys? Junior here with A&A Mustangs, bringing you back another video. For today's video, if you saw the clickbait picture, we got a new project car for the channel. Cheapest Cobra probably that you're ever gonna find, full bolts on. So stay tuned for the video. Alright guys, so here it is. This is the new project car channel. That's my brother. So now this bastard owns two Cobras. However, so this is, obviously it's black, it's Terminator. You guys are never gonna believe how much we paid for it. I'm gonna let you guys guess in the comment section. We'll tell you guys in the end. But I promise you, this is the cheapest Terminator that's probably ever been purchased. Yes, it needs some work. From right here, it looks cherry, which we'll go over the details of what it needs and what's going to be done to it as the time goes on the channel. But in all honesty, it's a solid car. Honestly, we paid GT high mileage price for this thing. As far as the car, obviously, as you can see, it's lowered. It's on coilovers all around. It's got some saline replica matte black wheels. We ended up throwing the spacers in the back to make that fitment a little better. It's got some clear corners up front. The bumper, the story on that, it was actually off. The guy had ripped it off because it sits so low. We ended up just mocking it up for now. So once we paint it, which we'll go over the paint in a second, we'll replace that bumper. It's got, as you can see peeking in the grill there, it's got a nice fuel line heat exchanger, which will pop out the hood here in a little bit. You know, it's solid car when you see it from the front and everything. The back is where it gets a little bit rougher on the paint. It's got some sun damage. The car used to sit on the porch. As you can see here, the sun starts hitting it from their back, and then the back bumper is pretty toasty. But in all honesty, the car has no dings. Like, it's straight, so all it needs is a paint job. Amongst other couple things, like for example, the iconic braking Cobra light on the duckbill here. So little things here and there. I know my brother already has parts coming in. As far as the interior, it's pretty solid. The seat isn't ripped, but it is a little worn. It needs a seat belt because this thing does not retract. But other than that, I mean, we have that fuse box cover over there because I had a tuner we were messing with. But other than that, the car's solid. The transmission is supposedly a built 256. It does feel really nice. Obviously, you can't deny or confirm that. The car itself has 66,000 miles on it, which, if you look at little things, it doesn't seem like it, but it is low mileage. You want to pop the hood, Mauricio? So, I mean, all around, exterior-wise, this is probably the worst of it right here. One of the exhaust hangers was a little messed up, which we kind of fixed. He has some new ones coming in. It's got a Bassani exhaust on it, paired with some long tube headers. I don't know what brand they are. I haven't really gotten under there. But as you can see, I mean, the engine bay is a little dirty. We're going to have to clean it up. Like those red hoses, all that little stuff here and there. But as you can see, it's got smaller pulley, long tube headers. It is tuned on e85. All that good stuff. So it's supposedly, according to the guy, it's pushing like 500 to the tires, 490, something like that. It does feel faster than Roush. I'm not going to lie. Pulls like a freight train. However, probably next video on this car, we're going to be throwing an actual Kohler intake on there. Because you can see it's just got like a filter thrown in there. The reservoir here, as you can see, we couldn't figure out what was leaking. We got a new cap because it tends to spray onto the windshield. But if you see here, these little micro cracks right here, it's actually seeping through there. So when it builds pressure, shoots it out. So he's got a new reservoir coming in to match the polished of the Moroso there. But other than that, I mean, it's what you would expect out of a, Cobra Terminator. I know he has some other plans for it, like Kohler intake, like I said, the reservoir. We're going to clean up the engine bay real nice. We're probably more than likely going to tune it back on 91 because the 85 is a pain in the butt to find here in New Mexico. At least in Albuquerque, there's like 3 gas stations only that have it. Closest one to us is like 20 minutes away. So like right now here's a quarter tank. We have a 5.5 gallon VP Racing jug full just in case, but we have to be traveling back and forth to fill it up. You know, and he doesn't race. I don't want him to be racing anyway, so we might tune it back to 91. But other than that, we haven't gone on there. We did do an oil change. There was no metal shavings that we could see, so it seems pretty stout. So once as the time progresses, you'll see this car more on the channel. We're gonna try to bring this thing back to its prime. First things first, mechanically, we're gonna try to get it nice and sound, running good. Clean up this engine bay, any little things like that. Pretty coolant spraying on the windshield is not cool. Little things like that. It does need an alignment. That's probably the next thing that's left for this. And then after that, we'll probably start focusing on the interior. Probably get seat belts. What else is probably? I mean, we'll probably just condition the seats. I don't think they've been conditioned. Do a really nice clean inside. Another thing that's really awesome is it's got like subframe connectors inside and outside. It's got sway bars, so it's like track ready in a sense, which is pretty nice. It's got polyurethane bushings all around the IRS. Everything looked good. It doesn't leak anything as far as I can see. So it's a pretty solid car as it is. Just needs some love. And quite honestly, this thing, once we fix the little things here and there, once this thing gets a paint job, it's going to be probably as clean as, it should be, if not one of the cleanest Terminators here around town. Probably next is some brakes because they are squeaking. So stay tuned to the channel. We're going to have some Terminator content now. We have some Roush content, Celine content, Challenger Cody Swap content. Too many projects. But little by little, we're going to be working on them. Next video, we're going to be working on the Celine back there, as you can see it. But I'm going to let you guys comment down below how much you think this car was as it sits. I showed you all the little defects that it has. So I'm going to let you guys comment right now. And do you want to take the honors, Mo? How much was this thing?
Oh, this thing? Ooh, it's too expensive in my opinion. Like, I had to put the bumper on with screws. Too much work. But in all, cash, $7,500.
You guys heard it. $7,500 for a clean title Terminator. Now, I mean, if you guys found a cheaper one, let me know in the comment section below. Like I said, it's full bolts on, full coilovers. Like, it's got, just in parts, probably the $7,500. We lucked out. Alex ended up finding it on Craigslist. Sent it to us. That same day we went to go see it. Picked it up. So we can't complain. I mean, this thing, obviously it's rough now. It doesn't look bad right now. Like on camera, this thing looks cherry. Even as it is with the sun damage. Like, asked my brother, we were cruising the other day. It breaks necks left and right. It's a Terminator. Everybody knows what it is. So $7,500, you can't beat that. With the power that it's pushing, everybody knows. They see that snake, the way it looks. Terminator, respect, right away. So this is going to do it for this video. I know it was a short kind of video on this one. It's just kind of the reveal of the new project to the channel. Now we have 2 Cobras on the channel, a Saline ST31, a Saline ST281, a Roush 380R, and then the Coyote Swap Challenger. And can't forget, Blown 67, we call it El Pitudo. That one's also came painting soon. So we got lots of content coming down. We might do a draggy test on this once we make sure we got an AFR gauge that we're going to throw on it. Before we do that, we got to make sure it runs good before we push it to its limit like that. We're going to see what it runs before we take it off E85, see how fast it really was. But stay tuned for some Termi content. Like I said, we got a bunch of new content dropping. This one, what's nice is it's on my brother's pockets here because I thought about purchasing myself because Alex sent it to me. But I have my Roush over there on Jack Sands. I have a bunch of stuff I want to do to the truck. I want to paint the hood, do the spoiler that is gonna be on the next video. By the way, we're gonna be test fitting the spoiler that I got for it. We'll do new wheels, drop a little more. It would be dumb for me to purchase another project that I'm gonna dump money into. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next videos. Like I said, Termi content coming soon. The cheapest Terminator ever, and we didn't lie about that. So, hopefully we can make this thing. You saw the 95 Cobra. That thing, we bought it for, I think it was like $1,500 or something. Had mice bodies inside the interior and stuff. And look at it now. It's one of the cleanest SNF5 Cobras around here. So, you know we're going to make this thing real nice. With new paint job, everything, make it clean. We'll take it to some car shows. No, now we have the whole trifecta. Salinas 281, Rush 280R, Cobra Terminator. Can't beat that. So, as always, thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that comments, leave any comments down below, questions, or what you want to see done to this thing, or any recommendations on what to do to it, any Terminator people out there. But as always, catch you guys on the next one. Peace. And I know my brother said we did screws. No, we didn't put them on the outside. We're not that ghetto. We did this right here, this contraption right here my dad came up with. He folded a little, like, aluminum bracket, put some self-topper screws right there. That thing ain't coming off. Obviously, that's temporary because all the tabs were ripped off. And obviously, it's paint match right now, so why not run it as is to make it look good. Like I said, he'll get a new bumper once we start doing the body work and paint and stuff. That bumper will get replaced as well.
10 horsepower.
There's
4 there,
I guess they're
4 on the
self-tappers.
other side. 80 horsepower.
80 horsepower. And then also, it's another thing, probably the hood he might have to replace. I don't know if they closed it on something on this side, because I would say it opened, but the other side isn't cracked, and it's also not cracked like in the on the top. So I wonder if they closed it on something. So it's got its little things. I just want to throw this clip in there because my brother wanted to mention that clean job. If you guys need a fix for your car, your bumper, if you guys want low, you guys don't want to do the quick disconnects or the screws right here, just in the meantime, this is a nice way that's not coming off. So that's what we did. It does need fender liners too, as you can see they're all rubbed off. But you know, it's got potential. It's clean, it's got no dings. So little by little this thing will be back to its prime, and we'll be able to cruise them all together to car shows. Peace, guys.